The Chicago Sky are one of the worst basketball teams I've ever seen. And today, their coach literally just waved the white flag. He quit. He literally just said, Phoenix Mercury, destroy us even more than you're destroying us right now. He basically benched all of his starters not long into the third quarter, just gave up.
Not only is the Piece 3-9 record unsatisfactory, it's among the worst WNBA beginnings ever. However, nothing could have prepared us for the complete surrender we saw against the Phoenix Mercury, where coach Tyler Marsh benched his entire starting lineup in the third quarter, effectively waving the white flag, as if he would have preferred to be anywhere else on Earth.
Chicago Sky is more like Chicago, why are you on TV? Like, they're an embarrassment, bro. There's a reason why the Indiana Fever are on TV all the time, because they actually have a good product, when they have a good game, even a bad game, they're still actually fun to watch. This is horrible. Chicago Sky is an embarrassment, bro. The WNBA definitely screwed up having this game as a national televised game. They screwed up bad.
The Chicago Sky had dropped 5 of their previous 6 games going into their matchup with Phoenix. They were already averaging 18.9 turnovers per game, which was the lowest in the league. A figure so outrageous that it almost makes the 21.1 turnovers for the 1999 Washington Mystics seem reasonable. This goes beyond simply striving. This is the basketball equivalent of witnessing someone do blindfolded brain surgery using oven mitts.
What's wrong with them? But, like, they could lose this game by 40. Like, I don't know. I don't know what is wrong with this team. Because today it wasn't even... I don't even think that this was an effort thing. Like, I don't even think this was an effort problem. But at the end of the day, like, they're just not.
It wasn't just a loss in the match versus Phoenix. It was a high-definition public execution webcast. The Sky made 8 turnovers that resulted in 13 Phoenix points, but the Mercury came out firing, taking a decisive 31-18 lead in the opening quarter. This is where it becomes quite tasty, though. Halfway through the third quarter, Tyler Marsh, the man hired to bring this team back to life, practically threw in the towel.
And Chicago Sky fans, hell, they're ready to run Tyler Marsh's ass out. I mean, the way he's playing Angel Reese, I'm going to be real with you. I mean, the one thing she could do was rebound the ball, and he has taken that away. He has taken that away. So much for coming off a triple-double.
Phoenix Mercury was shooting an astounding 57.1% from three-point range and 56.5% from the field. With an 11-3 run to start the third quarter, they increased their lead to 25 points. And like a captain getting ready to leave the ship, Tyler Marsh surveyed his bench. He effectively told the basketball community that he would choose to protect his players' dignity than see them suffer even more humiliation by benching both Angel Reese and Kamilla Cardoso.
We got a couple players that are banged up, so we want to be mindful of minutes. I think that when the game got out of hand there midway through the third, for us it was more preservation at that point. Players were almost at their limit anyway, being on a back-to-back, and so we wanted to be mindful of that. And if the game wasn't as out of hand, then maybe it would have looked different. But we got to be healthy and ready to go into Atlanta tomorrow. We got 3 games in 4 days, only on that following Tuesday. So we got to be mindful of having healthy bodies so that we can give us as good of an effort as we can going into tomorrow's game.
Phoenix's final score was a heartbreaking 10,786 loss, breaking triple digits for the first time this season. The Sky turned the ball over 21 times, and the Mercury made a season-high 17 three-pointers. In the second quarter, Sammy Wickham-Malone made 5 three-pointers, transforming the United Center into her own shooting studio. It was more than simply basketball. This PSA discussed what happens when reality arrives with a sledgehammer and potential meets actuality.
To tell you guys, man, when it comes to the Chicago Sky, no one could have predicted that this team was going to be this bad. I mean, they are horrible, bro. I mean, my goodness. If you guys haven't heard by now, the Chicago Sky has lost another damn basketball game, this time to the hands of the Phoenix Mercury. The Phoenix Mercury put BTA all over the Chicago Sky. And I'm here to tell you, Tyler Marsh is getting the focal point of the blame, bro. But to me, you have to blame the players of this damn basketball team, starting with the leader of the team. I just gotta be honest. That is Princess Barbie Angel Reese. Man, she's been trash. Just horrendous. I just gotta be honest.
If you find it entertaining, kindly subscribe. The defeats, however, may not be the most agonizing aspect of this entire circus. It's seeing Angel Reese attempt, in post-game interviews, to turn this catastrophe into something approaching hope. The woman, who fired a career-low 31.3% from the field, has turned into a masterclass in cognitive dissonance as she stands in front of cameras discussing maintaining composure and searching for the next shot. Rhea's been serving up word salad with extra delusion dressing in her most recent interviews. She discussed collecting those 50-50 balls and profiting off mistakes after the Mercury game, when her squad was being outplayed by players half her size. In a game where she is supposed to be an expert at grabbing rebounds, the woman only managed 2. Additionally, she's out here discussing how she takes things personally, as if the basketball rim has personally victimized her.
Angel Reese got completely exposed today, man. Y'all see how she only took 1 shot today versus the Mercury and only had 2 rebounds? This goes to show she can't get all those rebounds without taking hella shots, getting her own misses, man. You've been completely exposed today, bricklaying sloth. Completely. When you ain't taking all these shots and missing all these goddamn layups and shit, you can't get your rebounds. So your rebounds go down because no missed shots, no rebounds, man.
When Rhea accepted her Best Sportswoman of the Year award, she said she doesn't complain and shows up for work every day. That was the most telling moment. This is the same player that turned basketball into an interpretive dance after going 0 for 8 from the field against the Liberty. Over the first 7 games, she is scoring 9.1 points on 30.9% shooting on average. Figures that would humiliate a high school junior varsity athlete. The forced optimism in these interviews is what makes them more embarrassing. Rhea is constantly emphasizing the need of accepting ourselves and being content with our current state as a team. This is analogous to complimenting the Ice Cube's quality while aboard the Titanic. The woman's 3-foot range shooting percentage of 28% is the basketball equivalent of missing layups in a deserted gym. She's discussing extending her range to include mid-range shots out here.
This is my 3rd one. Obviously, it really meant something to other people today because it's me. And I just focus on basketball. I come into work every day and work. I don't complain. I don't care about anything else. I have bad days. I haven't been playing well at all. And I can sit here and just mope around and point the finger, but it's been me. And I take accountability. I come in every day and try to be better than the next and better than the last. And I know my teammates trust me. I know they have my back. Ariel has my back through everything. And I just love that being a part of a team that I know really trusts me and trusts my work, and everything else is everything else. I'm just here just to come to work every day and go home. That's all I want to do, is just come to work and being able to enjoy my job that I love. People would die and kill to have this job. And being able to play with the best players in the world means a lot to me. I put my all in this. I do.
Tyler Marsh, who assisted the Las Vegas Aces in winning consecutive WNBA championships, brought championship experience to Chicago. The man was supposed to be the basketball whisperer who could make Kamilla Cardoso a powerful force and unleash Angel Reese's potential. Rather, he has turned into a symbol of what occurs when intractable incompetence meets unreasonable expectations. The turning point was when Marsh glanced at his bench like a man planning his escape strategy during that 3rd quarter against Phoenix. He made the choice that will forever damage his coaching career while his team was trailing by 25 points and the game was degenerating into an absolute mess. He basically forfeited the game by pulling his starters. Strategic rest was not what this was. This was a capital surrender. Peak damage control, player preservation, and paying attention to minutes on a back-to-back schedule were all covered in Marsh's post-game remarks.
Let's spin the block. Tyler Marsh, it's time to go. You still have no game plan for the Chicago side. And it seems like the games where you're only running offense through Kamilla and you don't have offense at least through somebody else is no plan for that. They're getting blown out extremely bad. I don't understand it.
However, the truth was visible to anyone with working eyes. After witnessing enough basketball violence, the guy concluded that his players' emotional well-being was more significant than their ability to compete. When the other kids are being mean at a sleepover, it's the coaching equivalent of calling your mother to come get you. The most damaging aspect is that this wasn't a lone instance of annoyance. After witnessing his team commit 22 turnovers against the Liberty, Marsh has been telling reporters in increasingly direct post-game statements, "We can't continue to beat ourselves." The person who has brought it in to train top players has instead turned into a full-time damage control expert who spends more time defending mistakes than acknowledging achievements. His remarks regarding the team's turnover issue are very instructive. Although we have outperformed the other side in offensive possessions, we have harmed ourselves with turnovers, much of which is our own fault. This is coach talk for my players, who are agents of basketball anarchy, and I'm at a loss for how to tell the media about it without losing my job.